morning, Ramona. I'm waiting for somebody to log on before I really get started. Thanks for joining me. How's the weather over there today? It's been very, very chilly here, but I love it. It's the way it should be. Woodpecker. That punk. Armpity. Seems to be a theme. I'm sorry for that. The woodpeckers. The previous owner of this house told us that she used to have the house sprayed with bleach every year to keep the woodpeckers away. And I kind of was like, oh, that's disgusting. I'm not going to do it. I would never do that. But this seems to be, the woodpeckers seem to come near my son's room, like right near when he's sleeping usually. But he's not sleeping right now. So good morning, my friends. It is I, your faithful DiffeRant Jeff, with all sorts of art to share and do today. I decided last night that I wanted to sing one or two songs today because I haven't been doing much of that, and I thought it would be a nice way to just to add a little something else to the live stream. So I'm gonna do some painting. Marie, you made it. How you doing today, Marie? What's the weather like by you? Oh, that's good. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by the live stream. It's like I was saying, it's a little chilly here on the East Coast, but beautiful. We're inundated with leaves. So after this live stream, I'm going out to attack the leaves as long as my back holds up. I'm gonna do a little painting today and some chatting with you guys, but I'm gonna start off with a song. And I have two songs I could play today. We'll see how it goes. If you want to hear a second one, I'll do it. If not, I'll just save it. But this song I wrote in 2013, and it's called Blossom to a Bud. Cold but dry. Doing well. Good. Cold but dry. It's been so dry here too. There's like these red flag warnings that keep coming up. It's like fire weather warnings. And there's been fires. Like there was fires in Jersey. There were some fires in Prospect Park, which is like a park in, I think, Brooklyn. Weird. Very weird to have that here. It's been so dry, but we're going to get rain tonight, I think. So, all right, let me just do a quick song because it's just on my list of things to do. The song's called Blossom to a Bud. I wrote it about someone I love, and I can't drought there too. There's been so much drought. I can't remember, Ramona, if I shared this one on Patreon. I kind of forget. I think I may have shared it recently, but I don't think I've ever played it live ever. So let's give it a shot. Okay. I am placing a formal request, one which breaks rules and you must invest. Allow me to beg the divine for a reversal for the love of mine. Let the rebirth come to my own ease and relief in cleansing visions quickly. She's always done what a good girl should, except shattering her prison, but who could? Flowers grow from the earth to the sun. With a flourish they bloom and then are done. Petals fall off and stems recede. But just this once, let a new prime be freed. I see you struggle with every beat. Here's a miracle, blossom to a bud and defeat. In your maturation I see a child sensation. Grab the gift and feel brand new elation. Blossom to a bud and be reborn, granting you a new masterpiece since the last was torn. Put the past where it belongs. Explode. You can no longer take note of all wrongs. Let the rebirth come to my only. Send rebirth and cleansing visions quickly. All right. So that's a tune I wrote, like I said, in 2013. Let's see, I'm missing some convos here. Can't remember the last time we had a dry. It has been so dry here this year. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I love pouring rain. I love bad weather, honestly. I wanted to just like have like a theme of today's live stream be like tackling our fears and trying to overcome our anxieties and our OCDs and our little ruts. It's just something to put in all of our minds. I don't know if you all need to hear that today. Thanks, Marie. Appreciate it. It needs a lot of work. I never really played it a ton, but I just feel like doing it today. So thanks for being here with me. I'm not gonna like talk about the point a lot, but it's just so easy. We have our anxieties, and they just become our routine. And I think it's really important that we fight back against them, and we don't get walled in, we don't get boxed in. So those are my 2 cents today on life. Thanks again for joining me, you guys. We're getting to ADHD. Not me, maybe not really, but just people, people we love, and I mean, I have definitely some OCDs and I've dealt with a lot of anxiety, especially when I got sober. I had like my nerves were like frazzled, and I had to like really learn how to deal with panic attacks and stuff. And I don't have it as much now, or really, it's different now. It's not severe, thank God. But just like those little things, like, oh, I don't really want to go to the party, or I don't really want to go to the store, or this and that. Just I don't really feel that as much now, but I know that we all seems to be like a pretty big deal in the world these days. But I always say you got to fight back against it, because it gets bigger and bigger and gets stronger. So guys, here are some of my paintings. Okay, Ramona, does this look familiar to you? This face, is this a face that you kind of liked? I can't remember. I know I posted the faces painting on Patreon. The faces photo. Yeah, this is your guy. This is your guy. He was from 2008. So I don't really want to mess with him, but I actually do want to just like define the lip a little bit, because the tooth is poking out, and I have to decide. I'll let you decide if you want. Okay, I'll let you decide right now. Is he glinting a smile? Like, is it a little tooth? Or is he biting it? I can't remember. I seriously can't remember. I'm not trying to be clever. So you can decide. I'll just put a tiny... I don't really want to mess with it, because you can't really... It is what it is. But I feel like, I could use a little bit more love. Just a tiny bit. So any thoughts, any feelings on that? I got my trusty cup of Joe sarcastic grin. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, got my trusty mug going. Since I got this mug, I've used it almost every single day, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, so this will be coming your way very soon. I'm gonna see what I can do with everything else I'm working on. I'll reveal where the pumpkin painting is at. Yeah, the snarkasm. I thought I invented the word snarkasm. Well, I wish we could all master that. She's right. She's totally right. That's amazing. I'm so amazed and impressed when I see people who are of that age who have the freedom and who do this and that. And we took our little guy to his swimming class, actually his last swimming class for the rest of the year, because it'd be too chilly. And and there's like a senior citizen swimming class that comes after us, and those girls are so sparky. They have friend groups, they sit there and they chat, and I pray I have friends like that at that age. I don't have them now, so that would be cool. Activities, it's the key. Okay, so I'm gonna put Mr. Face Guy down for, okay, so this is something I'm working on. This is a commission right here. Okay, I'm gonna reveal it today. I'm gonna do a little bit of work on it. This is you can probably guess, but this is Jesus. This is Jesus, and my vision is Jesus saving someone. Jesus is saving someone. So there's a crowd of kind of mournful people down here. A little hard to see, probably. Get a tiny bit closer if I can. Sorry. Hello. Yes, Sandy. This is for Sandy. It is. This time last week, my little guy got a bad boo-boo, but he's recovered very nicely. But he's gonna be whining and stuff. All he wants to do is eat. He's really slimming out. Yeah, there's a long way to go on this one. I just had the epiphany that the being saved meant that Jesus was kind of bringing the energy of the person up into the sky for them to be enlightened. So now I know what I want to do with it, and I've kind of just started to mark in like all the faceless crowd, have them all kind of like downcast, and it's pressure. It's pressure. I don't take it lightly to paint something like that. I'm a little nervous. I've done only I think one Jesus before, but it's large. I'm much better at painting large. So I'm gonna work on that a little bit. I got my P.O. box set up this week, and I know it seems kind of like, why do I keep telling you guys about that? But I don't want to like have my return address on everything I send. Just so I finally set that up. It's not free, but hopefully it can be a tax write-off. That's what I'm hoping for. So I got that set up. I just have to go to the place and pick up the key next week. So as soon as I do that, I'll be shipping stuff such as this, perhaps the pumpkin if anybody's interested. This is going to take a little more time. I'm going to be shipping, this I made for Barbara. This is pretty much done. I'd say it's like 98% done. And so I'm going to just put a couple tiny touches on this today. So without further ado, let's reveal the status of the pumpkin painting for today. Mr. Guy can go away for now. All right, there's the painting. Here's the pumpkin for now. Okay, this is where the guy's at. I'm going to bring you guys a little closer. Again. Get you a more proper view. See how it's coming. I don't plan to do a whole lot more with it. I'm going to tell you that straight up. I'm afraid to mess it up. But I have a few things I want to do for it. The child is not done, but I've gotten much closer on his shape. It's hard. It's so tiny. I have a brush that is literally like one dot, and to get those little. But I'm going to change the colors of his outfit, and just a little bit more definition. Not much. Maybe if anyone, you can help me define it a bit. I want to put like a little like spider sack, little circle on that leaf. Cause I've been looking at the leaves in my yard. I'm so many leaves and oak leaves, and like they all have those like little like balls. It's kind of gross, but Ramona, I think you would appreciate that, perhaps. Thank you. So here's what I need. I need your help with this, guys. I've even signed it already. I never signed it early, but I just was like. It's signing it like the most detail. It's so hard. I'm not a neat painter. I'm not neat. Okay. I love where this is. I love where this painting. There's a few little finishing touches that is going to go into it. Not a whole lot. Okay, I'm going to tell you. There's not a lot more I'm going to do on it. But I was wondering, and you guys just please tell me what to do. If I should put very small gray clouds here, very small, that get a little bit bigger, and then so there's some gray clouding back here behind him. I am scared because I don't want to mess up the sky. The sky is in a pretty cool place right now, and sometimes these things can't be like duplicated. So I'm almost tempted to just leave it, but I don't know. Any feelings, any impulses? It could be like just to like establish that this is like so much further away, and then that there's a little bit more like calmness, some gray. Yeah, I was thinking some gray, a little bit more cloudage behind him. It's nerve-wracking, but that's what I guess I'll do. The chipmunk is defining a little bit more. I don't want to put too much into him, but he's in there. My little friend, my little chipmunk friend. And I established last week when we were chatting, I think that the pumpkin, I was like, how is the pumpkin so big up there? Because he went up there tiny like these guys, and he grew. Okay, so that's what I got. That's what I got to work on today. I got some paint already mixed. Let's see. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of orange. I thought. Let's see. All right, so I'm just gonna put one or two more distant pumpkins in the very far away area. Got my palette, and just maybe one more little guy over here, just to kind of. It's like a giant field. I want to make sure that they're all out there. It's nothing much, but up to you. Thank you. Well, yeah. Just this has been. I like this painting a lot. I'm happy with it. I actually started hanging some more stuff in my office because we have this like running joke in my house. I have so many paintings, and my wife loves my art. Actually, I have a couple gigantic finger paintings up downstairs that are like 52-inch squares, and they're really, really nice. Good decor for a home. They don't really make you, they're not like slamming any messages in your face or anything like that, so it's easy to have them up. But you know, I kind of like, I'm like, I'd like to put some more up, and you know, we don't really, so she doesn't really want it to be like a, just like an art gallery for my stuff. My paintings are pretty intense, so I hung up a few more things in my office this week, just a couple more. I think I showed you guys my pineapple painting. I think I showed that one to you. I hope I can sell some more paintings. I had two private students this week, which was awesome, and they were great. And I've been. It's such an interesting time. I think I've talked about this last week, maybe, or maybe I've been talking about this, but to get my channel monetized was such an unbelievable. And I wanted just to chat a little bit about where I'm at with that. So I haven't yet been fully monetized for a month yet. It started on the technically the 19th of October. So I've earned $163 on YouTube. That's including super thanks, super chats, memberships, and revenue from ads. But the cool thing, I'm pretty impressed. I've only been, so since the 19th, I've earned $93 from YouTube ads. Oh, really? What kind of animal? Like just any old animals, or what kind? Curious. Curious what kind of animals. That's very cool. I've got some other stuff. I got a couple paintings, pictures of old sailboats. I just found, my dad gave me a bunch of stuff. He was moving, and he gave me a whole bunch of stuff, like a classic old like Vanity Fair magazine picture of like an old timey boxer. Some really nice just paintings of like gigantic, not paintings, pictures. Didn't sleep well last night. Elephants. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I like to hear that. All right, I'm just putting a couple little bits of orange here just to kind of, some of these pumpkins need their brightness. Got that one down there. This guy's pretty good. Original hardwood floors. Here in my house? Wait. Have you seen my floors? Oh, from like some of my other shorts? Keep them looking so clean. Yeah, it's original. They're so squeaky. So creaky and squeaky. Yeah, it's just the way the house came. Honestly, the house is porous. It's like not, it's like a so-so made house. But yes, I think it's the original hardwood floors. And we really don't do a whole lot to keep them clean, honestly. It's just the way we just vacuum, you know, once in a while vacuum, and that's about it. My office here, though, I have an old rug down, and I spill paint on it all the time. So this place, this room, not so much. Yeah, it's so creaky. It's funny. I've been working more on like sometimes when I'm getting really serious about my shorts, I want them to be so professional and so good. I'm like, you can hear while I'm filming like creak, 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 and it's like, oh well, you can't. You know, it is what it is. I got a couple rude comments from Reddit this week, but that's par for the course. Someone like thought they were like helping me out by giving me like negative feedback, and I was just like, no thanks. I don't need that. I didn't ask for that. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to comment. And it's just like, let me ask you, when you see a movie in the movie theater, if you don't like it, do you go out and seek out the filmmaker to tell them you didn't like it? It's just so funny how people think they're being helpful or nice. Like, what would you have me do? Quit? Would you have me stop doing what I'm doing? It's just I got less upset about it than I would have in the past, but because I reshared my yeah, it is the way it is. People are they'll give you their opinion, even if I'm not one of those people who like wants brutal honesty. I don't want to be stroked either. Honestly, I just want people to watch it if they want to watch it, or don't if they don't. You can give a thumbs down if you don't like it. You can unsubscribe. You can even block me if you don't like what I'm doing. But I reshared my Oak Island film in the Oak Island Reddit group because numbnuts, exactly, the numbest. The numbness it's so bad. I know. I haven't had any real trolls on the channel so far. I've been so lucky. I've blocked since I've been 4.5 years. I've only blocked 2 people from my channel. One of them was a long time ago. I can't remember. He made some weird comments that just creeped me out. It wasn't even like an attack. It was just very weird. And then recently I blocked someone from one of the lives. That was, just kind of like a comment. I just I don't want it. But Reddit, on the other hand, people are, but we were civil to each other. But I just kind of was like, why are you? He was like, I couldn't sit through it. I only got through 7 minutes, but it was impossible to watch, But I let it play in the background, I was like, oh, thank you so much. Like, thanks for letting me know my hard work was excruciating for you. And he was like, oh, I thought I'd be honest. I guess I shouldn't have. And I was just like, I don't need honesty. I don't need your honesty. If you didn't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it. But anyway, I digress. It's all good, guys. But I stress out. I've been stressing in and out of stress lately. Freaking woodpeckers, man. It's just like getting monetized is so awesome. And it's potentially like my answered prayer. It's potentially my dream come true. But on the other side of it, I do have a manager and I haven't had any auditions. And like, I feel like I haven't had an audition in 2 months or more. And it's like, part of me is like, fine, I don't even want it. I don't want it. But then the reality is I'm qualified to be doing good, like, paid acting work. And it's just I'm just in a weird place because I'm making some income off this now. And I know it's just the beginning, but it's just hard to explain. It's just a weird place. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. This shirt is a shirt that sweats. That was disgusting. Sorry about that. Being honest and being hurtful. Exactly. And I really believe this, as a cliche as it is, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it, especially between strangers. That's the problem with the web. Again, many cliches. The cliches are just pouring out. But why is the internet like that? Why is it like that? Why have we gotten to that point where people think they can just like, it's not even worth getting into it. But this shirt was given to me off the back of one of the coolest dudes I worked with in we did a Fringe Festival show in the city. I think it was like 2001. And his name's Ezra. Beautiful guy. I don't know. I mean, not so much, but usually if I'm painting and not live streaming, it's like one of the most peaceful things I do. It just puts me in kind of like a different state. I'm quiet. Usually I'll be playing music. I like doing it with the live stream too. It's a different sport. But I do find that I'm getting more and more ideas, better ideas, just from observing people. And just like, I like wake up. I think I've told you guys this a few times. I don't get out of the bed until I've written an idea every day. And it's a promise I've made to myself for the rest of my life. Yeah. Yes, definitely. It's so sad that we're all like that, though. Shouldn't we all be rooting for each other and like wishing the best of each other? And again, I didn't force anybody to watch it, but then there's like, oh, you shared it in a social media platform. You're opening yourself up for critique. Yeah, okay. Got it. I understand. No, but I always come up with an idea first thing in the morning. And then if there's anything else that comes out throughout the day, I'm just dabbing orange onto this. Every dab of orange makes it better. All right, I'm gonna move on to a different color because this isn't really. I don't want to spend my whole time on this one today, because it's hard. I'm gonna dive in and try to do a little gray on these clouds. I'm nervous. All right. What was I saying? Woke up so tired today. Just like that's not very interesting. But I'm trying to get my cardio back in shape. I used to be called Mr. Bounce. My whole life I've been like this frenetically paced, dancing, energetic, bouncy guy. And being on stage on Broadway for so many years, that's like my metabolism. Like I could eat like a whole cow and be like fine. But obviously, you know, you're getting older, and I don't have that activity in my life anymore. Plus, I have the bad back, so then every time my back goes out, it's like another month before I can jump around again. So I've been raking leaves. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. And let's get this gray a little darker. Mixing a little gray here for some dark clouds. Just to kind of, I feel like the clouds are kind of needed because I love the busyness of the sky, but I feel that it just needs to be like diminished by like 5% or like 3 or 4%, and that's what the clouds will do if I do it right. But if I don't do it right, it's gonna mess up the sky a little bit. So let's start off over here. Can you guys see me over here? Yeah, very tiny, just little clouds. And I'll probably come in with a second shade, you know, the silver lining. But I haven't been able, so I've been trying to get my activity going again, get on the treadmill a couple times a week, and so in doing so, have I missed anything? In doing so, my legs are so freaking tight. Last night, I like kind of moved in bed and stretched 2 times or 3 times. Both of my calves simultaneously cramped up. And if you guys have ever had like leg cramps in the middle of the night or any time, it is just brutal. And I'm like, come on, man, what's the deal? So I'm just like as tight as a drum, and I need to get my heart moving better. So that's the game plan. I want to get back into better shape. I'm in decent shape as like in some parts, but so the clouds will be much bigger over here. We're getting closer. All right, this is okay so far. I really like just the sparse leaves blowing in the wind. It's so apropos for what I'm going through here right now with the leaves and the wind. We've had some really windy days. We had a thing the other day. Every night, really? Seriously, you got cramps every night? Oh, in your calves? Tell me about that, please. In your calves and in your hamstrings, where? And why do you think that is? Does anybody ever tell you why that is? Oh, see, but there's like some beautiful lines here. I don't want to mess up what I got. See, I'm closer, so I can use a bigger brush now. All right. Let's use a different brush. Nope, that's not it. Ooh, this guy will be good. Every night. I'm so sorry to hear that. I know that pain. Sometimes I can stop them before they explode. Need magnesium. I don't know. Do you take it? I have some. I got some good magnesium, but I don't take it every single day. I feel like at this point, I feel like everybody needs magnesium. Everybody needs D vitamin. So, you know, I talk about these fake clouds, but there's like an article that was out, and like more and more people are complaining about it. And apparently there's some sort of like aluminum. It's cloud seeding. So maybe the term cloud seeding is like better than fake clouds, because I feel like fake clouds makes me sound like some sort of a weird conspiracy theory guy. But cloud seeding, apparently it's been going on forever, and for long time. What did I miss from reading? Oh no! Riverdale. I have restless legs too. I have it too. My mom has it really bad. I have it not every night, but almost every night, and I have to get up sometimes, tiptoe to the bathroom, and I do like ballet stretches in the bathroom. And what the heck is wrong with us? What is our problem? We are all so tight. All right, so we're doing this. These clouds are coming in pretty decently. I'm comfortable with this. I'm comfortable with this. For us. Oh, I like it. It's a nice little simple gray. Does that look? I could add another layer. Get a little high. And one more puffy guy up here. I hope this is good. I said last week, the price of this would be $150, and then I realized it's been a lot of work. Paintings are worth more, and so I jumped it up to $165, but I decided, since I said $150, that I'll go back to $150. It's not fair. You can't say that and trick people like that, so. See, this big cloud looks like it's getting lost in this little thing here, so I'll fix that. I'll fix that later. So I'm gonna keep rocking. So I feel like I did my 90-day fiance short yesterday, and it definitely performed much worse than a Sister Wives one would, which I kind of figured. And I shouldn't give up after just doing one. I know I've done a lot of 90-day ones, but I got permanently banned. I really had like a 1-2 punch on Reddit this week. It reminds me how freaking annoying Reddit can be. I got banned for life. Banned for life. Me. For sharing my short in the 90-day fiance Reddit. It's just, and I was going back and forth with the mod. These mods are like, they have such a weird power trip. It's so freaking annoying. I'm like, because we've talked about this before. I think I put up a painting I made of my grandpa up there too. My sweet grandpa. Can't really see. He's a good, beautiful man. He had a stroke when I was pretty young, so most of my life he was, you know, not his whole self, but still beautiful. And everybody always, he was called the bear. They called him the bear at work, and he was just giant. Yeah, I'll tell you in one sec. Giant man, beautiful giant man, and he loved doggies. Oh my gosh, the woodpecker needs to chill. I'm gonna kick his butt. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I missed that one. Aw, yeah, because they think they need to go. Do you scream when you get them? I hope not, for the sake of your husband. But anyway, yeah. So there's like a really strict rule on Reddit, which I know, against self-promotion. It's like the crime of Reddit if you're self-promoting. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny today with the cats and the dogs both waking up for the cramps in the leg stuff. We really are meant to be connected. Hold on a second. I got a pound on the wall. Didn't scare him away. Nah, not gonna be able to scare him away. Can't get to that spot. Oh my gosh, those freaking... All right, it doesn't matter. All right, what are we thinking about these clouds? I'm gonna put in a little bit of a white highlight on them. Did I ruin it? Treat time. Oh, you guys, the animals. All right, I'm gonna throw in a little white. Okay, a little white. Anyways, to finish the thing about Reddit really quick, it's not that interesting, but usually they'll give you a warning, but I read the rules. I read the rules because I know how Reddit is. I've been on Reddit a lot. I'm not that ignorant of the rules that people don't want you. And there's no specific thing that said, you know, sometimes they say don't redirect to another channel or to another website. Anyways, they were like, yeah, self-promotion, and you're not even active in this community, and clearly you're just promoting for yourself. And I'm like, since when is trying to make people laugh like only selfish? I think I'm trying. I mean, yes, if I'm honest, I am trying to get views. So maybe if I'm really honest, maybe, you know, they got my number. But it's like, I'm just a nice guy. I'm trying to like get views and make people laugh. I'm doing 90 Day Fiance because people requested it, and I know that people kind of enjoyed it. So, just crazy. Bird. Oh. Cockatoo. 32 years old. Wow. What's the name? That's so cool. I think my aunt used to have a bird like that. Legendary story about my aunt is that she had a bird. I think it was a parrot or a parakeet. And after it died, she was so sad she kept it in the freezer for like a long time. And it was kind of like this like running joke. Or she had it in her purse or something like that. Really, really weird. Sorry, auntie, giving up your story. Very bizarre. Pee-wee. Oh my gosh, that's the best name in the world for a bird. That's hilarious. I like it. So I am banned for life from TLC Sister Wives. Oh no, sorry. I know I can't post in the Sister Wives ones anymore. They all hate me for posting my own comedy. How dare I? But that used to help me in the beginning. When I started doing the Sister Wives parodies, I could post in those Reddits, and they got me a lot of the beginning. They got me started. Honestly, that's when I got my first Sister Wives supporters, and I posted a link in there saying, "Tell me the most bizarre scenes so I can get started with those." And everyone, it was the greatest thread, a really nice conversation, people telling me which ones to do, and I would share my shorts in there, and people really were like responding to them, and it was awesome. And then one day they just stopped allowing me to do it, and I was very disappointed. But thankfully, I don't need them anymore. But I still would love to have them. But anyway, so we're doing these clouds, and I'm gonna move on in a bit. So I don't know. I've been probably going for longer than I realize. I don't know what time it even is. What time is it? My phone's not going to tell me because I'm going live. Oh, I can see. 36 minutes. Not too bad. So my 90-day short didn't do that well. But the funny thing is, I'm disappointed now when I don't even, when I get only 150. And if you remember my story, I used to be only getting 10 views. So let's see. A parrot landed on his head. Oh my gosh. Aw. What did you name that parrot? I love to know the names. How are we doing on these, how are we doing on these clouds? Ramona, Marie, any opinions on these clouds? Are these adding anything? Or have they subtracted? I can't take them out now. I'm probably going to add one more little quick shade of lighter gray, and then maybe a red highlight to them, and then that's going to be it for the clouds. So we're halfway, no, we're not quite halfway through November. They look good? Okay, thank you. Chachi. Thank you. Chachi. Joni loves Chachi. All right, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Appreciate it. Just a little bit of a lighter gray quickly in there. So I've said that my merch design, the one Achievement, the one I made, it was going to be limited edition. And so I got to be a man of my word or else that was worthless. So I'm going to take that design down off the store around Thanksgiving, I think. I made a new shirt this week. I don't know if you guys caught it. It's harmonize with your neighbor. And I just had that thought on the couch, and I was just thinking how that's what I wish for us all, is to harmonize with our neighbors, even if we have differing views, to find a way. And that's a little, maybe it's corny, maybe not. A harmony is two different notes. When they're played together, they sound beautiful. So I think that, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. But I made that little design. I don't know if anybody will want it. It's cool. It's all good. Just going to keep making designs and putting them out there. And hopefully, when the channel keeps growing, what was that phrase from? What, the harmonized one? I made it up. Oh, which one? Harmonize with your neighbor? From a merch thing. I made a piece of merch this week called Harmonize with Your Neighbor. Just made just words. And that's it. Cool. Thanks. Yeah. That's all there is to it. I'm making my point not to get into politics. I really want that to be a hallmark of my input into the world of comedy. And it's hard because everybody wants you to agree with them. Everyone wants to know what you believe. And I feel very strongly that artists and comedians, they can be political, and that's totally okay. But I also feel like there's too many people in the country and the world who have differing views, and I wouldn't want to block myself off from any of those people. I made that decision a long time ago. 1 or 2 syllable words are easier for birds to learn. But after watching Sister Wives, he now swears. He does? Oh my gosh. That's silly. But it's tough. It's tough. Politics kind of like separated parts of my family, and so I just decided I'm not going to get involved. I have my own feelings about stuff. Honestly, if I'm trying really hard to understand both sides. That's my mission in life. Anyway, enough about that. So I'm gonna take down the achievement design in a few weeks or a couple weeks. And I'm also, I guess that promo code goal is gonna expire too. I set a limit on that. I'll put up a new promo code for the holidays. I've only sold, I think, 6 pieces of merch since I started it. 6 or 7, I can't remember. Not too many. Thanks for the support, Ramona, and also a couple other people. Very, very kind. And those types of things really do help a lot. The channel memberships, the Patreon, because the best videos performance I've had since I got the ads was like $11 from ads on one video, which is awesome. But back to my original point of feeling like a little stressed, it's like, it's just, these freaking, I feel like the woodpecker's really going nuts today. I'll go to cover him up, and he'll tell me to. Good man. That's a good bird right there. He knows what's up. All right, I'm going to put in a little spider sack on this leaf. I wanted to do that. Okay, I think that's enough for now on the clouds, and I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, I can't take them out. They ain't going out, so just gotta embrace it, and I'll look at it. I would love to finish this painting this week and move on. So let me show you guys a couple other things really quick. So, this is George. He's one of the original faces. I'm gonna paint over George, okay? Just wanted you to know. This is the one that had gained least interest of all faces I did. And I can't just let these canvases like live forever. And they have to be used. So I'm gonna paint over this. But I have several canvases like this around. If anybody's interested in anything small. Those are pretty easy to ship and not super expensive. I'll tell you guys straight up. You got some finances? Oh, geez, that's awesome. That's really cool. Only if it's not a stress, please. Only if it's not a stress. One of my supporters downgraded this week, and I just don't want anybody to be struggling on my account. I priced this a little low, but it is what it is. I'm selling this for $45. So I kind of wish I had priced it a little higher, but it's done. It took a little more time than I thought it was going to take. The first day I was like, oh, whoosh, whoosh, it's all done. Thank you so much, Marie. That's great to know. But like I said, the larger paintings, I need to sell them for a little bit more. I just put too much work into them and the materials and everything. So what I wanted to show you guys was, there's a couple paintings that I found that were incomplete that I love. Okay, this is incomplete, very incomplete. But I started this a long time ago. I was watching a National Geographic show, and this was a platform in the middle of the jungle with a bunch of orangutans on it, and a guy came by in a boat and just dumped all these green plantains. And these guys were getting like sticks of bananas. They were having the best old time. And something about this scene was just so amusing to me. And it was so interesting how like nature and man being involved with nature. It was kind of like, hold on a second with this freaking woodpecker. Kick your butt. Get out of here. Break my house. He's doing work. I had a little bit of a roof repair done recently, and it's like, so anyways, I'm gonna finish this painting, I decided, because I love it, and I was gonna like say, what can I paint over? This is something that's gonna be finished, and if it's just keep it in your mind if anybody's interested. Here's another one in that category that I love that I didn't finish. This There's a guy I saw on the subway in the city, and it's a dude who's a little bit like, I think he might have been homeless, but he was playing the guitar flat across his lap, and he was just like brum, 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 brum. Super, super weird, very weird energy. So I kind of love this one, and I want to finish it. So this will probably get into the I'm working on you pile soon. Excuse me. All right, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? All right, what can I do? What can I do? Oh, I can't force this thing to be finished on the live. It's just there's too many little details that need to be done. I still have work to do on the vine. I still have work to do on the boy or girl or person. Like I said, if anybody wants this painting, switching to benefits from a lifetime of work has been a nightmare. Oh my gosh, I bet. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we got it sorted out, really, because I know that all the bureaucratic stuff is so freaking hard to deal with. I'm dreading it. I have to, we don't have any income, so I'm not really proud of this, and I can't believe I'm even saying this on my life, but we get cheap healthcare, basically free, and so it's just I got to deal with that again. It's good though. I'm grateful for it. All right, so what should I do right now? I think I need to switch paintings for a minute. So I'm going to put a little bit more red and work into the clouds and make sure that they're right. And I'm going to work on the vine. I still want the vine to be a little bit more popping out. And then finalizing the guy or the person, the kid. And I think I'm going to be done with this painting soon. I can't force it too much more. I think it's pretty solid. I like it. So if anybody's interested in it officially, let me know. And if not, I'll just show you guys the finished product. No pressure, of course. All right, I want to do just a tiny, tiny bit on this. And then I'm going to do a little bit of work on Sandy's painting today. And then that's going to be it. So I wanted to make a light blue. I might work a little bit more on pumpkins today, but all right. There's just something that hasn't been quite right about this yet. So I just wanted to, it's so close. I really like this. Barbara commissioned this, and she asked for, she said pink is her favorite color, and she wanted something bright. They want you to jump through hoops, but I told them I can't jump. Zing! You two, get you guys your channels. I'm telling you, you guys are funny. You guys, there's some intelligent and funny people supporting the channel. I'm very lucky. So I just wanted to reinforce this white here a little bit. But when you're doing something abstract like this, it's hard to make it it's hard to know when to leave it, because there's something in it that's just like a little bit of magic, I believe, in general when you do these kinds of things. And if you overdo it, fiddle with it too much, then you kind of the magic can escape. And I don't want to do that. And like I said, I can't do too much. I just can't. I can't keep going, because it's just like, I'm just going. Sorry, I have to block you here for a sec. So I've been working on Fifth Wife a little bit this week. I've been the Marie and Mona channel. Come on, get into it. I'll subscribe. I've been having a hard time finding the time to work on the Fifth Wife, and somebody commented very kindly saying they're eagerly, anxiously awaiting the Fifth Wife, and I realized I owe you guys. I can't. I mean, it's coming. It's gonna happen. It's like my life's goal. That's like the most important thing in my mind, honestly, of all these things I'm doing. But I'm just getting monetized and doing all these live streams and keeping my shorts going. I've been it's not easy to also then make a feature film and edit a feature film while you're editing the shorts. These shorts take a lot of work, but I'm getting pretty good at doing it. So I filmed 1.5 scenes this week, and I have now edited. We'll just talk about your guy. Yeah, a DiffeRant Jeff Talkback channel. That'll be the day that I'm big enough that you'll get subscribers for that. But I have the first 4 scenes completely edited with their backgrounds in, so in theory I could post the first it's like whatever, I could post the first bit. So that's awesome feeling to know that it's done. So that's one good thing I'm doing differently about this film, is like I'm getting them cleaned while I'm working through it. That way I don't have to go back and then edit after. So one of those scenes is the scene in the car. That's a good combo. That's a good combo. Just throw in a little, like, we need like one like East Indian person to be like in that, just to like really like make the recipe like really perfect. No, you guys would be, honestly, I wonder how you could even do that. Too remote from, I'm sure people have done something like that. Like remote channel collaboration. There's probably a way to do it. All right, so I just wanted to reinforce that white a little bit. And I want to make a light blue. So I'm going to make a light blue, nice sky blue. All right, moment of truth. The most basic question in the history of mankind. Favorite colors. What's your favorite color? And do you have just one? It's kind of hard to answer. I'll start. I love orange for many reasons, but I think my favorite color is kind of like a light blue green. Is that allowed? It's kind of a hybrid color. I always thought, I like to imagine like, so we have all the elements we have on planet Earth. We have, the periodic table, and that's what makes up our planet, and all the colors, and that what we have here. And I like to imagine, like, let's say a different universe. Let's say they have different elements, so they might have different colors. Like we couldn't even comprehend different shapes, different colors. That's something I've tried to paint. I try to paint things like from other universes that like are totally different from us. I have some pretty crazy stuff, but I don't have time to show everything I've done. But like I just like to, we can't even imagine what other colors there could be in the universe. But you can't tell me the colors of the rainbow are the only colors in the universe in all of time and space. Do you think so? Do you think that the colors of our rainbow are the only black, 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 and more black, like your heart and your coffee? Black. I love it. I love it. That's great. Hey, good for you. I think that's cool. I remember when I was in kindergarten, there was a boy in my class. Oh my God. There was a boy in my kindergarten class whose favorite color was black. And I think I was like really confused and concerned at the time. And my mom raised us well. We weren't like closed-minded, but I was like, you like the color black? Like, how is that even possible? Whoa, how close-minded I was. Okay, I'll put a little light blue in here. Okay, guys. This thing here has been bugging me. This little cross thing I did in here. That's a nice color. Perfect. Something I've seen with my monetization, certain videos. For example, Ramona, you watched that video, Who Is She, on Halloween. It was like the purple one where my wife played like the demon in the street. That video earns $300 per 1,000 views on ad revenue. Whereas my Sister Wives videos, the best one earns $11. But I don't know exactly why. Is it because it was a Halloween topic? Is it because they don't tell you exactly why, but certain videos. Yeah, black is the best contrasting color. I know. See, I put black into this one, and it was like it like overwhelmed it. It's weird, but it's just been interesting. I have so much to learn about the whole monetization thing. I'm just a little baby. I'm just a little babe. But I couldn't believe when I saw that. I was like, is that a typo? I should be getting my first payout soon. Because I think once you hit $100, they send you your first type of payment. And I want a physical check. Mail me a physical paper check, and I'm going to frame it. Okay. It was very good. Thank you. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it too. It was a hard one to make, that's for damn sure. Like I told you, I think, in the comments, but it was like cold and chaotic. I remember at one point these drunk people were coming up to us, and they thought we're like some big movie crew. And they're like, what are you guys making? I'm like, dude, we're making a stupid, not stupid, but I was like, don't, it's just so funny how people, I guess it's cool. It's cool that they want to know what I was doing. But my wife was like really being a trooper, wearing all that awful makeup. And all right, what am I doing here? These things are so interesting to work on. It's just a balancing act. it's just like a yin and yang of color, and until it gets to the right dynamic balance, you never know when it's done. But I feel like it's almost there. I have so much paint. I think I'm feeling like I have so much paint mixed. I'm not going to be able to use it all here. Put some dots in here. I just like to let the original impulse speak for itself, and then I just try to reinforce it. Like there was stuff that I did in the beginning, and I think that was good. So I just want to make sure I'm not subtracting that as I come through here with all this stuff in the end. All right, a little tiny bit of here. So something I'll talk about another time. I've just got you two with me here, which is so awesome, but I'm sure people will watch the replay. I have boxes and boxes of my headshots. You know, when actors have headshots, like 8x10, you know, glossy photos that you pay to have printed up. And it's like a funny thing that actors, we all just have so many of them. And like they're in boxes and just taking up space. And oh, really? Wow, it's very cool. How far would you say you are from the woods? I love the woods. We're kind of close to the woods here too. But I'm thinking I might start offering to sell autographed headshots for $10. But I don't know if there's a market for that or not. But since I got the PO box and I have some headshots, if anybody's interested, please comment below, and I could send that off to you in a jiffy. Personalized autograph picture. Oh, I see what this is. This is it. These are little eyelashes. These are eyelashes. That's been the missing link right there. That's what it is. Did I miss anything? 50 miles. Okay, I'm about I feel like we're like three quarters of a mile from a beautiful forest. All right, guys. I think I need to keep moving on this. I'm not going to use all this paint. I feel like I'm wasting paint, but I can't, because I can't lean on this. I'm not the best painter, obviously. I keep saying to myself, I need to stop talking about the ways to financially support the channel because it's obnoxious. And every once in a while I'll lose 1 or 2 followers, and I can only assume it's because I won't shut up about it all. But then then on the flip side of it, I'm like, I need to. I liking this. I'm going to call this pretty much done. Oh, I know. I wanted to put some gray in it. Okay. Since I made the gray. Okay. It's just I had a little gray over here. Little gray. Just a tiny bit. Just because I feel like gray is good. What else did I want to talk about today? I wanted to chat with something else. Definitely not going to do the second song. I think that was kind of not really right for live streams. I realized as I started singing it, it's like people want to be chatting and being interacting and stuff. So I think I could save my songs for. Oh, I see. Are you not allowed to go into the ones that belong to the National Trust? Okay. I don't have anything else I need to talk about. Nothing. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit more paint. I'm going to close this live stream out pretty soon. I can hear the footsteps of a cute boy. I can hear the footsteps of a cutie. He's so cute. So I have my little box of songs. I have my box of songs that I wrote. I think I showed you guys this. If you've seen my concert that I did, that 2-song concert. This is almost every song I've written, but actually I've written a lot more than that. They're just in old journals. They're not out. And I had this box out. He really likes this box. He knows how to open it. And he was standing there last night handing songs to me. It was literally he was like, you should do this one, Daddy. You should do this one. And I was like, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Oh, this one too? Thank you. All right. A little bit more gray. I studied British accents multiple times for shows. I like to think I'm good at it. And I've never been to the UK though. I've never been overseas. I'm feeling I've traveled everywhere in the States. I've been to Canada and the islands and South America. Or no, in Mexico. But I've never been outside of the country as far as the North America. Oh, for filming, you can't film there. All right, I'm gonna just, I don't need a lot. I don't know, the gray it's fine. It's not necessary right now. All right, what was I gonna do? Just a tiny bit of work on my Jesus painting today. Just a tiny bit, since I made so much paint. I'm scared of this painting. I'm not gonna lie. This painting is not, it's just hard because it's like, where's my little brush that I like? Look. I don't want to say I'm scared of it. That's stupid. It's just, I don't know. It's heavy. Heavy, but in a good way. Okay, I just wanted to put a couple tones of color into these people's clothing just to differentiate them. That's what I wanted to do. Just put some flowing fabrics. 3 people can have green. 3 people. This guy's got a little green back here. Can't get crazy. This guy's got the green. We already did that. Little flowing fabric. He's very close to the front. And just put some dots in here. So tiny. I'm not very confident with painting small. Okay, so we got that. How about just a tiny bit of blue? Let's let Sandy have the blue. She's gonna have the blue. I think I'm probably gonna cut this pretty short. Oh yeah, I've hit my hour mark. All right, this is just about time to be done for me anyway. Wanted to throw a little brown. This is time to be done. I can hear I've hit my limit, and my little guy needs my attention over there too. So that's more than long enough. Nobody needs to be watching me stand here and blab for over an hour. But I appreciate you guys. A little brown. I'll be working on this. Don't worry. I'll be working on everything I've been working on and finishing stuff soon. And please let me know if there's anything that I've shown you or spoken about that you're interested in. The holidays are coming up. And if not, just thank you so much for watching and being with me here. It means a lot. So much work to be done on this painting. It's intimidating. The hair will be up in the air. I like it. But it did make a good point recently where I was like feeling like it was lost and it was not going to be good, but then I felt a little better about it. Let's get some orange in there real quick. Just need some color. Just to define the shapes. All right, guys, I'm calling it. I'm wasting so much paint. Look at all this paint. What am I going to do with this? I know what I'm going to do with it. All right, here's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to paint over George. This is how I'm going to finish today because I'm not going to get to paint more later. This is it. So this paint is going down. All right, George. Say farewell to George, everybody. Taking all my paint. Last call on George. 5 seconds to save George's life. Don't save George's life. It's okay. I can do something better. George is going. George is going by the way of... Did I miss any comments? Probably. Carlisle. Cool. All right, everybody. Say farewell to George. I didn't intend for him to, but he actually looks like someone I grew up with. Boom. Bye-bye, George. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, George. The good thing about painting over stuff for me is that it frees up something new, and it gives me a feeling of liberation. I've had this painting for a long time. I've shown it many places, many times, and no one's wanted it, so I think that tells you what you need to know. A couple people have expressed interest in a few of the other ones, so I won't paint over those. But I can tell it's not that good. It wasn't that good. It's okay. Everything isn't always going to be meant to be. So this week, you know what I'll be up to, guys. I'm going to be watching the new episode of Sister Wives tomorrow with lunch, and then filming it tomorrow evening after my guy wakes up, and then I'll be editing it and hopefully posting it Tuesday. That routine has been working really well. It's really fast to turn around for me to do it that way, but I think it's the way to do it because I want to strike while the iron's hot. George, where'd you go? George! George's spirit will always live on underneath this painting. Okay. A little bit of white just to kind of put a little something in here. What should it be? Okay, we have one chance to make a suggestion here. No, nothing. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay. So here we go. Here's where the painting is at right now. The big old pumpkin painting that everyone has been watching me make. I made this one with you guys. It should be done soon. Thank you all so much for supporting and watching. Thank you. Thank you, Ramona. Thank you, Marie. Anybody else who dropped by and watched, I really, really appreciate it. Sorry, George. Fare thee well, George. You guys are great. Have an awesome weekend, a good Sunday and Monday morning, and let's have a great week. And you know where I'll be. Thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. I'm very lucky. You guys are awesome. Cheers. Did I miss any comments at the end? Okay. Thanks again, guys. Have a good